Welcome back to Daybreak for the second day of January 2018. 16 degrees in downtown Sylacauga this morning, and wait till you hear the story and see the story of the people who went into the water in New York. It's a polar something deal, and man, I don't see how, Polar Bear Club, and there were a lot of them in the water, but I don't imagine they stayed very long. It's cold in New York too, and big ball drop there on New Year's Eve night. It was a cold day yesterday all across the country, and it's cold here in Alabama too. Some cities in our viewing area in the low teens this morning for overnight lows, and 16 now in downtown Sylacauga. It's going to be similar to this several more days this week, so get ready for that. It's now 16 before the hour. And I want to remind you of something that's coming up here in Sylacauga a week from yesterday on Monday, January the 8th. It'll be Community Links and the B.B. Comer Memorial Library teaming together with Coosa Valley Medical Center to present minimally invasive surgery, less pain, more gain. A few small cuts versus a large incision, less trauma to the muscles, nerves, and tissues, less bleeding, scarring, and pain, less hospital time. Well, just a few of the reasons minimally invasive surgery is preferred over general open surgery. You can find out more about this on Monday, January the 8th for Community Links at the B.B. Comer Memorial Library. Lunch will be served at 11 o'clock, and of course provided by the Coosa Valley Medical Center and Hickory Street Cafe. Presentation begins at noon in the Harry I. Brown Auditorium. Special guest speaker will be David Mariota, who's in general surgery at Sylacauga Surgical Associates here in town. So be a part of that if you possibly can. Those of you who are on your lunch hour from 12 until 1, you can catch the presentation itself in the Harry I. Brown Auditorium next Monday, January the 8th. Lunch at 11 and the presentation at 12 in the Harry I. Brown Auditorium. 14 minutes before the hour, and oh yeah, let me tell you about Dr. Charles Britnall. Here we are, first of the year, second day of January. We made all these New Year's resolutions, right? You made some, okay? How many of you made a New Year's resolution that you're going to get in better shape and lose weight? Several of you. Well, if you want to lose weight, keep it off, we want to recommend Dr. Charles Britnall in Sylacauga. 256-249-0358. That's 256-249-0358. Weight loss programs begin at $90. Now, we all know that being overweight is not conducive to good health. And being overweight, even obese, because obesity in Alabama is a real problem. We're in the lower tier of states as far as obesity is concerned. So we're right there with Mississippi and Louisiana, I think. But if you are serious about losing weight, keeping the weight off, and have a healthier 2018, here's the number to call, 256-249-0358. Weight loss programs begin at $90. Dr. Charles Britnall in Sylacauga. Allow his able wait staff team to get you back to the slim and narrow. Whether you need to lose minimal pounds or you need to lose a lot of weight, and you're concerned about your health in 2018. A lot of stress on your heart and your body from being overweight. Now, when you go to Dr. Charles Britnall in Sylacauga, they're going to challenge you, and we should be challenged, right? They're going to challenge you to stay the course in 2018. Get the weight off and keep it off. Having a healthier lifestyle. That's all with Dr. Charles Britnall and the weight loss program in Sylacauga. 256-249-0358. Dr. Charles Britnall in Sylacauga. 16 degrees in the Marble City this hour. As we turn now to obituaries, brought to you by Curtis & Son Funeral Home, the North Chapel on Highway 21 in Sylacauga, and the Childersburg Chapel on Highway 280 in Childersburg. 256-245-4361 for pre-need funerals, burials, or cremation since 1975 is Curtis & Son Funeral Home. Funeral service for Nellie Carol Pugh, age 66 of Childersburg, will be Wednesday, January 3rd at 2 p.m. at Cornerstone Church of Christ in Childersburg. Visitation will be tonight at Curtis & Son Funeral Home, Childersburg Chapel from 5 until 8. Burial after the funeral service in Kehatchee Cemetery Online condolences at CurtisandSonFH.com. Mrs. Pugh died at Coosa Valley Medical Center on December the 30th. Curtis and Son Funeral Home, Childersburg Chapel, directing. Funeral service for Joseph Leslie Swindle, age 65, of Sylacauga. That service will be Thursday at First United Methodist Church in town at 1 p.m. The station at the church from 11 a.m. until 12:30 on the same day. Reverend James Haskins, along with Reverend Wayne Swindle, will officiate burial in the Mount Olive Cemetery. All of us who knew Joe knew him as a good man, and he passed away at the age of 65 at Coosa Valley Medical Center on December 30th. In lieu of flowers, the family request donations be made to the First United Methodist Church in Sylacauga. Online condolences at CurtisandSonFH.com. Curtis and Son Funeral Home, North Chapel, directing. Eleanor Perkins, age 76, died December 30th. Funeral service at Erstry Funeral Home in Talladega on Wednesday at 3:30. The family will receive friends prior to the service beginning at 2:30. Burial in the Pine Hill Memorial Park. David Gaither and Ralph Haywood will officiate. Mrs. Perkins was a lifelong resident of Talladega and a member of the Northside Baptist Church. Online condolences at ErstryFuneralHome.com. Erstry Funeral Home, Talladega, directing. Harold Douglas Maddox, age 84, died December 28th. Graveside service today at 2:30 from Munford Memorial Cemetery. The family will receive friends from 1 until 2 at Erstry Funeral Home in Talladega prior to the graveside service. Online condolences at ErstryFuneralHome.com. Erstry Funeral Home in Talladega, in charge of the arrangements. Funeral service for Barbara Ann Jones, age 82, of Sylacauga, will be Thursday at 2 p.m. from the chapel of Radley Smith Funeral Home, with the Reverend David Schaefer officiating. Burial in the Talladega Springs Cemetery. Mrs. Jones died December 30th at her residence. She was a member of the Union Springs Baptist Church in Sylacauga for some 61 years. Visitation Wednesday from 5 until 8 p.m. at the funeral home. Memorial messages can be sent to the family at RadleySmith.com. Radley Smith Funeral Home, directing. Kate Eason Calhoun, age 91, died December 23rd at Talladega Healthcare Center. Funeral service will be Wednesday, January 3rd at Erstry Funeral Home, with Bobby Morgan officiating. Burial in the Laniers Cemetery. In lieu of flowers, donations can be sent in Mrs. Calhoun's memory to the Oak Grove United Methodist Church, care of Larry Cruz, 181 Poplar Street in Childersburg, 35044. Online condolences at ErstryFuneralHome.com. Erstry Funeral Home in Talladega, directing that service. Sonia Starr Bryant died on December 17th. A memorial service will be held Sunday, January the 7th at 2 p.m. from Erstry Funeral Home in Talladega. In lieu of flowers, memorials can be made to the Children's Hospital or Count Abska. Online condolences may be offered at ErstryFuneralHome.com. Erstry Funeral Home, Talladega, in charge of the arrangements. Funeral service for Mrs. Mary Moran Shivers, age 87, is today at 2 o'clock from Rocky Mount Primitive Baptist Church, with Elder Ben Keeble and the Reverend Benny Lee Yates officiating. Burial in the Rocky Mount Primitive Baptist Church Cemetery. The body will lie in state at the church 1 hour prior to the service today. Mrs. Shivers died December 29th at her residence. She was a member of the Rocky Mount Primitive Baptist Church. Flowers will be accepted, or memorial contribution can be made to the Rocky Mount Primitive Baptist Church Cemetery Fund or to the Southern Union Scholarship Fund. Radley Funeral Home, directing. Funeral service for Wendell Howell Moody, age 77, of Alexander City, is today at 11 from the chapel of Radley Funeral Home, with burial in the Bice Cemetery. Mr. Moody died Saturday, September 30th at Russell Medical Center. In lieu of flowers, memorials can be made to the Duncan Memorial United Methodist Church or Bice Cemetery. Memorial messages can be sent to the family at RadleyFuneralHome.com. Radley Funeral Home, Alexander City, directing. Amatrice Marbury, age 12, died December 31st. Funeral arrangements to be set later by Terry's Metropolitan Mortuary in Talladega. And Mrs. Alma C. Harrell of Alexander City died Saturday, December 30th at Russell Medical Center. Funeral arrangements are incomplete. They will be announced by Armours Memorial Funeral Home in Alexander City. These obituaries brought to you this morning by Curtis & Son Funeral Home, the North Chapel on Highway 21 in Sylacauga, and the Childersburg Chapel on Highway 280 in Childersburg. 256-245-4361 for pre-need funerals, burials, or cremation since 1975. Curtis & Son Funeral Home, Sylacauga, Childersburg.